There are a lot of good reasons to focus on nitrogen, and the biggest reason is simply that nitrogen is essential for life as we know it on Earth. And the nitrogen cycle has changed dramatically over the last 50 years. And if we step back and look at the whole globe, we realize that nitrogen that's available to fuel agricultural productivity and to enhance our quality of life, the nitrogen available for that has doubled over the last 50 years. So the system has changed a lot and has brought a lot of good, such as a green revolution. On the other hand, too much nitrogen is a bad thing, and we see that evidenced in the coastal zones of the world, where nitrogen that runs off from the landscape is delivered to the coast, and it causes excessive growth of algae. And that then can degrade fisheries, kill fish outright, and cause a lot of undesirable changes in the nearshore ocean. And so on the one hand, nitrogen is important and necessary for life, yet too much is a bad thing. To try to manage the balance between the good and the bad of nitrogen, we really need to understand how it moves through ecosystems, how it's transformed in soils, delivered into waterways, and ultimately delivered into the ocean. And that, it turns out, is much more complicated than we thought 40 or 50 years ago. The nitrogen cycle is incredibly complex because of the many forms nitrogen can take and the ways it can move between soils and the atmosphere and through groundwaters and back out into the atmosphere. And so we need to have a full understanding and accounting of the nitrogen as it moves through the system so that we can avoid the deleterious, the bad effects of nitrogen as it's delivered out of terrestrial systems and out and into coastal zones.